All right, here we go. Late night edition, KnicksFanTV Live, Knicks postgame live, presented by Prizepicks. Was it something I said? Ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks going to Sacktown on the second night of a back-to-back. And the way this thing started, man, didn't look so promising because it came out slow, lethargic, absolutely lifeless, and the Kings just seemed to have everything clicking for them. Knicks found themselves down by as much as 20 points in this game. But, Mike Breen and Clyde wondered what was said in that locker room in halftime. Because in the second half, Julius, Randle, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, the entire starting five and the supporting cast, what was left of them, led a ferocious Knicks comeback and dominated the Kings by the score of 131-115. Incredible turnaround by the Knicks. 83-52. The Knicks outscored the Kings in the second half. And a 46-point performance by Julius Randle. R.J. Barrett's 29 and Emmanuel Quickley's 27 lead the Knicks to the first back-to-back wins since January 12th. Almost 2 months. Was it something I said? Well,
this is for you.
We'll get to that later. Never a dull moment in Knicks land. From what I've seen, just watching the league this year and watching the Knicks this year, it seems typical that, the team that's on the second part of a back-to-back seems to take them a little while to, get into a groove, and the Knicks being on the road, traveling from L.A. to Sacktown, just seemed like a completely different team than what we saw last night. Very slow on both ends of the floor, no ball movement, no, crisp. The rotations on the defensive side weren't crisp. Kings were just having their way. Sabonis, Fox, you name it, Holiday, everybody in the Kings was practically cooking, man. But in the second half, give credit because I thought Thibs made several adjustments. We lost Mitch, first to foul trouble, then to illness. Sims was in foul trouble. He had old man Taj manning the paint and doing the damn thing. And they started doubling Sabonis, getting the ball out of his hands. Kings really came into the second half a lot, very lifeless. And then give credit, man. On the other end, Julius was dominant all night. We talk about the Sabonis matchup all the time, how he seems to take that one personally. R.J. Barrett as well. I thought R.J. really did a good job of keeping this thing within striking distance at the half. Really dominating on his drives and keeping this thing close. In the second half, he maintained. And then, like I said, Emmanuel Quickley, another solid outing for him. And it seems like Quickley's back, bro. So 131-115. Great win by the Knicks. Tough one for the tank, but hey, we'll take it. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll take this dub, JD. How you feel? Was it something I said? Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Thibodeau might have gotten a hold of something that might have transpired, and maybe it's not something that was said. Maybe it's something that was shown.
Maybe it was locker room fodder, man. Maybe it was bulletin
board material. It could be coincidence, but it's pretty funny. And that's why we're here,
that's
right?
Why we're here.
This is the whole gist of everything. Is to, enjoy the good and be here for the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows.
It is what it is, bro.
And we got to start with Julius Randle. We ended the show yesterday, and I mentioned about, he takes these matchups with Sabonis personal. And how about he did to Sabonis what we've been saying that, he's been getting criticism of in terms of Julius Randle getting thrown out of games. I thought on top of all the numbers that he did tonight, we'll get to those. Look at the way Sabonis got thrown out. Mm-hmm. And I thought, those two techs weren't a product of the actual play. I think it was just the buildup of Sabonis. He gave you the business.
Beat the brakes off him in the second half.
And we've seen Julius, in terms of him getting his emotions high and not being able to, stay composed in certain areas and get technical fouls or get ejected. Quote, the Phoenix game is an example. And I thought that was, an illustration of his performance, 46 points, 10 rebounds, 8 threes.
Eight threes, career high, 8 threes locked in, bro.
Career high 8 threes. And now Randle joins Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing as the only Knicks with 45 points, 10 rebounds in a game over the last 30 seasons. He's the second player in Knicks history with at least 45 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 threes in a game. The other was Melo in January of 2014, and both were career highs. The 8 threes and the 46 points. And now Julius Randle has 4 games with the Knicks with at least 40 points and 5 3-pointers in his career. So everywhere you look, Randle had an outstanding night tonight. And and I actually thought the first quarter wasn't really great. He took 14 shots in the first quarter. He was aggressive, but it didn't seem like it was connecting with the team. But to his credit, he remained aggressive. And I even thought in the second half, the small difference was he was shooting quicker. He was shooting within the offense. You saw the first shot coming off, the third quarter. He took a 3 at the top of the key, and it was within the flow of the offense. He did not hesitate. He said that in the post game is, one of the things that he wants to continue to work on is, not being too hesitant in certain possessions. So, hey, this is a player that understands, it seems from his post game tonight, things where he can get better. I know, the thing with him is the consistency of those habits. So great game by him. And here we go. You can make the case, CP, that this could have been 3 games in a row the Knicks should have won if Cam would have stayed in that game, against Phoenix. This could have been 3 straight games. So even if that's a loss, this is 3 games now. The Knicks are playing well. And the effort is certainly turning, man. And then when you look around everywhere else, you got, great contributions for the team. Deuce McBride continuing to show that defense.
Good hustle.
And even Cam gave you some decent minutes. So we'll see what's his status on the injury report. I'm looking online, but outstanding night by Julius Randle.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And just some of the game stories we talked about. Cam Reddish, no Obi again, out with the hamstring. He had no Noel, who was out with the foot injury. Grimes still nursing the knee and coming back rehabbing. And then Cam Reddish took an unfortunate tumble late in this comeback effort, trying to block a Davion Mitchell shot, land awkwardly between his shoulder and his head. So he left the game holding the shoulder. We'll see what happens there. I haven't seen anything in terms of his injury. So they definitely, were shorthanded. But we talk about Thibs' adjustments. As I said, started Taj in the second half. Started doubling Sabonis more, taking the ball out of his hands, which I thought was the right move. Kings don't have great 3-point shooters, whether it's, Fox or, Holiday's pretty solid. Holiday can be pretty efficient at times, but overall, I thought it was the right move to take it out of Sabonis' hands. He was wheeling and dealing all night, make him uncomfortable, and I thought that was a good adjustment by Thibs. And then to close the game, they had a small ball closing lineup, no Taj, no Sims. They went with IQ, Burks, McBride, RJ, and Julius. So Fournier sat for a good chunk of that fourth quarter, and McBride played as soon as Cam came out. So good adjustments there by Thibs. As you said, McBride, very active hands out there, good hustle plays, and the Knicks started moving the ball a lot more late in the game. I think going into the fourth or late in the third, they only had about 5 assists. Finished the game with 19. So that's a good job by them. And, just moving the ball, man, and just playing with a lot of chemistry. So definitely great job. Set the tone by Julius. Julius who set the tone, 46 points. I thought he was locked in. And when he gets hot, he gets hot. So great job by him. As I said, I thought RJ did a good job, especially to close the second quarter when we were, trying to get into a little bit of a groove, man. He was very steady, again, attacking with ease, very efficient on his drives, 11 for 21 from the field. So good night there. 3 of 6 from downtown, 4 of 4 from the stripe, 29, 8, and 6. RJ's here, bro. And you could just see his demeanor, the look on his face, the competitive energy that he's bringing to the team. This is a different player right now. Totally different player.
Yeah, and RJ, very 50% from the floor tonight. 11 of 21, 50% all around. 50% from the floor, 50% from three. And how about this? 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
4 of 4 from the free throw line. Yep.
Last night he was 7 of 7. Let's take a moment here. That's 2 games in a row. He's 11 for 11. I don't even know, I would have to look to see if this is, a career high for him in terms of, his free throw shooting. Hasn't missed a free throw in 2 games. I thought that was one of the underrated aspects of last night's game.
Yeah.
Was him getting to the line and making his free throws. So 6 3-point attempts, 3 threes. He was a plus 23 tonight. And I think, like you mentioned, he played a key role in just keeping the game within distance and allowing it for, Julius to take it home. And so, RJ's continuing to be consistent. I'll tell you what, CP, looking forward, he's starting, you're starting to look at these box scores. He's starting to give you those all-star numbers that these wings put up in the Eastern Conference.
Yep.
So moving forward now, this is all about now. If the Knicks next year can get off to a decent start, they can be in the playoff picture. RJ Barrett is a future all-star. And this has been a big question and a big curiosity debate, blah, blah, blah. What's his ceiling, this and that. Can he ever be an all-star? He's a budding all-star, et cetera, et cetera. He's giving you the numbers. So he's going to be on the map soon once the Knicks start to, put some W's with those performances. And we talked about, them getting the wing today. This is what I would like to see. Obviously, everybody wants the high draft pick or you want the high probability because it doesn't guarantee you that wherever you land is going to be where you actually pick because you have lottery night. But if we're going to win, I want to see progress. I want to see development. And this is an actual positive development is what RJ is going through right now. He's going through this process. And the first possession of the game, Burks did not bring the ball up. It was RJ. So even Tom Thibodeau seems to start to buy into this whole thing of let RJ cook. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops as we finish the season out.
No matter where they finish or how they finish this season, as we said, you can still look at this season in a positive light based on what you're seeing here in some of these games, and it's RJ's development in year 3. We'll see how much more playing time and exposure the rest of these kids get and how far they go from now to the end of the season. But there's no doubt the story of RJ, if he can continue on this track, is a big win for this season, a huge win for the season. So great job by him. Again, I talked about Quickly last night. The Quickly haters, you guys got to come to the state. I told you I'll be patient with my guy. Last 7 games for Quick, 16.9 points, shooting 54% from the field, 49% from 3, and 5 boards. Quickly, another instrumental figure in this game tonight. 27 points tonight, 6 boards, 4 dimes, 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, 10 of 11 from the stripe. And the thing with Quick is, yes, he's continuing to work on his playmaking, even though some of those times it may not translate into assists. You're looking for his vision, and again, he may not end as a point guard on this team And he doesn't have to be necessarily, but if he can add playmaking chops to his resume, I think that'll be a great thing for this team, especially coming off the bench. But I think what he's been doing these last few games is really attacking the rim well, and finishing not just with the floater, but he's scooping layups now. A lot different bag that we're seeing from IQ in year 2 than year 1. Man, finishing very well at the rim and being very aggressive.
Yeah, and I like him even as he's in this role. Late, these last few games, he's also playing with McBride, and I just think from a spacing standpoint, just having another guard out there, I think it's actually helping him mentally, because when he's the only point guard out there, he has 2 big wings, on the corner, he has the big man in the center. I think mentally he thinks too much of, I have to be a point guard. I have to be a point guard. I have to be a point guard. And I think once you put him in that off-ball role, mentally, I think his mindset just switches into being more aggressive and just letting it rip, and going from there. He's attacking. He's coming with a game plan. And as far as his vision, CP, I don't know how you necessarily improve vision, right? And so I don't know that he'll ever – when you're watching the game on TV and you see a guy open on the corner and you see that he doesn't see him, I don't know how he'll ever improve that aspect. But what he can improve is what he sees. Make the right basketball play and your aggressiveness, your shot making ability. Those are the things that you can improve. And when he's going 7 of 10, 3 of 5 from 3, understanding that you and Cam Reddish right now are probably our 2 best free throw shooters on this team. That's a weapon, so let's find a way to tap into that. And he's tapping into that because he's getting to the free throw line. He's attacking the basket. Making those free throws is allow him to gain confidence. And we always talk about it. The free throw line sometimes, the layup line sometimes. Those are 2 areas that can get a shooter going. And he's definitely going right now.
Yeah, Knicks as a team, 19 and 23 from the stripe tonight. So 82%. I thought that was a big factor in getting them back into this game. So this was a 83 to 52 point second half. 83 to 52, they outscored the Kings in the second half. So, look, outstanding effort, solid job adjusting on the defensive side of things, and offensively, man, everything was dropping for them. Absolutely everything.
And CP, let me take a moment to say this too.
Mm-hmm.
This is why, I've always said with De'Aaron Fox, it's been a big topic here. This is what we do. We always, we fall in love with everyone else. Especially, I'm always leery about players that an organization tries to give you certain situations and you don't really have the impact. I had mentioned that, Levine previously. Now Levine is contributing. But I think Fox is in that phase of trying to figure out, like Julius was before this season happened, but, 2 seasons ago. I think he's in that phase of how do I impact winning? How do I impact the game? Because when you look at tonight's box score, they tweeted out and people passed it along. Oh, Fox had 24 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 10 of 18. Minus 15. You see the defense out there. He wasn't great defensively.
Shot was off.
Right. And it's just, it's a lot of times things are just more than numbers. They're 4 and 7 since that Sabonis trade. And I think Kings fans are scratching their head even more and more on that Halliburton trade. But this is why I always say, you got to be leery sometimes of thinking that a certain player could be your solution. De'Aaron Fox is one of those players that I think still needs some growing to do. And, I think he'll be fine. But right now, he's trying to figure it out for his teammates.
Absolutely. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Bro, it's 1 a.m. We got 1,700 people in here in the chat tonight. Yeah, they was looking for a good show tonight, man. It's definitely going to be a good show. It's a late night show, man. We both on tea time. You drinking tea or coffee tonight, bro? What's your vibe tonight, man? Or Brugal? What do you want tonight?
I don't know if I could say it here.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll leave it here. If they're not paying for the sponsorship, man, we'll leave it right here. Well,
exactly.
Let's get to the phones here for what the people got to say. Drew, what's going on?
What's going on, guys?
How you feeling?
CP. You know, normally I come on here and I usually talk my little spiel and usually slander Julius for about a minute. But you know what, guys? I'm going to save that for another night because, you know, your boy did just have a career night, and I low-key feel bad for Julius considering that despite even him having a career high, 46 points tonight, fans in the stadium were still chanting RJ at the end of the game. So, you know what? I'm going to give him some love. Good stuff, Julius. I appreciate what you did tonight. Yeah, the only problem that I got is that I just wish he'd play like this every game. I mean, that's in everyone's dreamland, but I wish he'd just bring the energy like that. Lastly, I mean, wasn't this not just like the funniest game I've ever seen, like the entire season?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I got, you know, Sabonis yelling at the refs, him getting ejected, Gentry about to fight the refs. Like, I haven't genuinely laughed at a game this hard in probably years. So the fact that I was able to watch that and we were winning, and Julius and RJ and IQ looking like LaMelo, like that Chino Hills, Lonzo, LaMelo, and LiAngelo. I mean, it was just thing on television. But yeah, anyways, y'all have a good night.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Just going to run rapid fire, man, because it's real late, so we just want to get to as many people as we can. Let's get to Fatboy from Harlem. Fatboy, what's going on?
What's going on, CP? How's everything?
How you feeling, bro? Long time.
I can't lie, bro. I've been up 2 days straight watching my Knicks putting that work. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Yo,
just take us off speakerphone. Speakerphone.
Big head behind for like 3.5 weeks now.
Yo, if you're on speakerphone, we got to take us off speakerphone, bro.
Oh, no, I don't got you on speakerphone.
Oh, okay.
Calling my AirPods.
Okay, yeah, probably. All right, yeah, keep going.
No. I'm definitely happy Thibs finally answered my email because something had to give. I kept Florida MSG so many freaking times about these rotations. I don't know what was going on, but he finally answered the call.
Yeah,
I'm so happy we finally got this going abroad. Everybody throw a prayer in the chat for Cam, though. I hope nothing really bad happens with that shoulder landing because that looked awful when he went up for that block on the weak side.
All right, I'm gonna drop you off here, man, because the connection didn't sound too good. I told you about these AirPods, man. But hey, if y'all want to go ahead and subscribe to it, go ahead. Miles in Vegas. Miles, what's good?
What's up, bro?
Man sounded like he was in like an airport hangar, man. I was like, what, bro? I can't hear you, bro. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Sorry. Yeah, man. I'll try to keep it quick. Big shout out to I guess Thibs, man. He kind of listened to y'all and adjusted the rotations a little bit. He had a lineup 2 days in a row. He had one against the Clippers in the second quarter, and the same one this game in the third quarter was like RJ, Fournier, Burks, Cam, and Julius at the 5, and it was just there for a couple minutes. But it was everybody in the lineup was between 6'6" and 6'9". It was switch on D, and it just gave us a different look and a different pace to the game. So, but no, good win. Shout out to Thibs. Shout out to Julius. Shout out to RJ. I think by RJ kind of taking a lead role, lets Julius kind of pick his spots a little better. So it's a good look for the team, and hopefully we keep it up. Hope Cam is all right. I wanted to see him a little more against De'Aaron Fox. He was playing some D against him for a couple of series. I wanted to see how that looked. Kind of moving forward because that could be a nice little role for him defensively. So, guarding lead guard. But that's all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
Keep it a good work.
Appreciate it, Miles. Definitely appreciate that. JD, have you seen any updates on Cam? Any updates on Twitter on Cam?
The only thing that is Tom Thibodeau just said that he's dealing with a right shoulder
strain.
Yeah, injury. That there's no further details of now. So if at this time of the night, if that's all we're gonna hear, you're probably gonna get an update tomorrow. He'll probably have an MRI, and that's when we'll probably know more.
Okay, let's go to Twan Don. Twan Don, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's good?
All right, what's going on, JD, CP? So CP, you know, I call every time I call him, and I got the jokes, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be serious tonight, but again, when I watch the Knicks, I told you I always have to pick something else to watch because I never know when I'm gonna turn. So I turned at the halftime. Came back to the fourth quarter and they was making it happen. I'm gonna do a quick little Debbie Downer. I don't care if I get the tomatoes. Because my thing is this. No, not the team, just Randle. Because I ain't lost any love for Randle. Listen, my thing is this. If Randle plays with a chip on his shoulder when he plays Sabonis, why don't he pick a man every time we play somebody and put that chip back on his shoulder?
Hey, he should just watch KnicksFanTV every night.
Don't push the chip off your shoulder. Look, find somebody on the team that you don't like, and then let that be the chip.
Yeah.
See, what I found out with Randle was this. Randle actually plays defense when he scores. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to give you the whole package deal. When he ain't scoring, his defense is lackluster. You know? Other thing was 3 years ago, I told CP, and I'm done, I told CP, Duke is my team. I live here in the Raleigh-Durham area in North Carolina. I told CP one day that offense was going to run through R.J. Barrett, and CP laughed.
Certainly did. Certainly did in his rookie year, man. Appreciate the call, bro. Let's go to Roberto Luis. Roberto Luis, what's good?
Yo, what's going on? CP, the franchise.
How you doing?
First of all, I'm great. I'm going to go rapid fire here. I want to say congratulations. The game was incredibly sorry the first half, and I was early in the chat, and I actually expressed that, saying it's the sorriest first half I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And then I said to myself, Lord, please, all I want is a win on my birthday, Lord. All I need is a win. This is after the first half, I swear to you. Mm-hmm. All I want is a win on my birthday. Okay, CP. What time is it in Manhattan right now?
Right, it's 1:30 a.m., man. 1:30 a.m. Gotta go rapid fire.
It's my birthday, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Still rapid fire.
It was incredible. And as I was saying, this took me back to the 1988 game when Jordan wore his bread ones on my birthday that I was at, and he hit us for 40. And they gave out commemorative keychains that looked like the ticket. So it's like March 8th. So other than that, the game, the second half, was out to lunch. It was like, Willy Wonka was given the golden ticket to Julius Randle, and everything was going in.
Okay.
I love you guys. You have my saving grace. I love you. Thanks for having me on my birthday, man.
Happy
the
birthday.
Knicks win.
Happy birthday
on my
again.
Birthday, man.
Happy birthday again, man. I had to let him rock a little bit because it's his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally if he came with that story, would have had to, give him a quick hook. It was his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let him rock, man. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. All right, let's see what the Discord is looking like. Scott Free, we'll try again. Scott Free, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, what's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. How you feeling, bro?
Good. Thank you. And I apologize for the other night when you guys, I couldn't get my sound going. I had it hooked up into my computer literally while I was watching you guys on YouTube. So everything was all messed up. But thank you for taking my call.
You're probably on delay. I got it after.
Yeah, more than likely it was on delay. All good, man. No worries.
I went back and I saw it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess up the flow. But I just wanted to say thanks. I'm a first-time caller. I've been watching you guys for a minute now. Love what you do. I tried finding you last year at the playoff game, when the only win we got at the Garden, but I couldn't find you. But it was tonight's game. I liked. I made some money on it. Nice. I bet. I actually just put one of my lucky numbers in there, and I ended up making some money on it. And also, I'm not sure. Do you run the Instagram account on the Knicks fan? I'm not sure if it was you who replied to me. But the other night against the Phoenix game, I remember I cashed out when we were up ahead by like almost 20.
Okay.
And then we ended up losing. And then I also got Randle for under 29, and then he got himself ejected. I'm not sure if it was you that replied to me. But
maybe, man. And appreciate the call. Good job winning tonight. And hey, for you guys at home, remember that this show is brought to you by Prizepicks, man. Go to prizepicks.com and to promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. Let's get to the rhyme animal, Chuck D. Chuck D. Hold on, let's drag him in here. All right, Chuck, you with us, man, live and direct. How you feeling?
Yo.
How you feeling?
Hey, big day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. You're the best traffic cop of all the voices.
I'm a motivator,
All
Chuck.
the voices.
I'm a therapist. I'm a motivator. They don't pay me enough for this, man. James
You know
Dolan,
what? Hey, listen, man.
the invoice is in the mail.
You know what it takes to be that dude in New York. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah.
But tonight, beautiful night to me. You know, I want to talk about slander, man. ESPN always has that slander for us. But hey, we had 2 backcourt guards in the backcourt, which opened up the floor. I thought so. Good point, JD. Because you know, IQ wasn't running around with like a chicken with his head off.
Yeah.
It was like Deuce was there, and his presence was there. His defense was there. And I'm not putting it all on Deuce to make Julius's night, but you know, Julius will be a star for us, but not in the NBA All-Star way. I see Julius being an 18-point, 12 rebound, great defense, aggressive like he was tonight, and he'll still be our All-Star. So we're not going to have stats. Ain't never been our thing. It's been the heart, and that's what we had tonight. I'm out. Salute, traffic cop.
Let's go. Salute to the Rob Admiral Chuck D, man. Everybody in the chat, throw a hashtag PE in the chat to salute a legend. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Traffic cop. Yeah, we definitely going to talk about that. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. 1,700 people in here. Let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, man. Hit that like button because it goes a long way for us in terms of just letting the algorithm know this is the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. So you definitely want to hit that button to support us. A couple super chats have come in as well. Let me shout out True Story says, talk about the game, no lifetime stories. Yeah, you know, listen, man, people call in, they're excited, they're nervous a little bit, and, you know, they want to give you their history and whatnot. So it is what it is. But, yeah, we definitely encourage rapid fire on late nights like tonight. Shout out Kenny Gales. He says, I can't do these 10:30 games here for the support. Very weird game. The tank made a pit stop. CP with the online dust-ups means the brand is strong. Yeah, very, very interesting series of events that led to Julius's 46. But yeah, we'll get to that. Jeremy Maynard says, great win. Hope Cam is okay. Tank did a pit stop. Jules did his thing. Interesting when Grimes and Obi come back. Going to be very, very interesting to see where they go with the rotations. But with the Cam, who knows what happens with the Cam injury now. So I don't know. Like I said, sometimes these things have a way of working themselves out. Mike Trey says, would you guys rather a top 10 pick or a chance to send the Nets home in a play-in, no Kyrie? Give me the pick. I'm not. I mean, look, yeah, it'd be great to send the Nets home in a play-in. But yeah, if you tell me that we can get some talent in here for a couple more years to come, I'd rather take that. Tony Banks, $10 super chat says, I'm in here. Okay, so welcome to Tony Banks, says he's in here. Okay, a couple more calls before we wrap up. Let's go to Austin, Texas. Lamar, what's good?
Yo, what up, CP, man? What's up, JD, man? Just got off work, man. Hey, just calling again just to salute the Knicks, man. They two wins in a row on the West Coast. You know, just hope they can just carry it over. You know, I mean, the reality is we're probably not going to make the playoffs or the play-in, but, you know, at least we can end on a good positive note. So that's all I was calling. And I'm just going to make it quick, guys. I heard y'all last night talking about which Texas cities y'all been to, man. And H-Town, I do like H-Town, but if y'all do get a chance to go to Austin, man, y'all should check it one day for sure.
Okay, yeah, definitely, man, definitely. If we hit it up, man, make sure you roll out the red carpet.
Just want to do a quick, and then one quick thing, CP and JD, is me and my wife's 20th anniversary, man. So I'm glad the Knicks won on our 20th anniversary.
Wow,
the Knicks won also on my birthday back in November. And remember, CP, I'm the one that told you I was going to San Antonio when the Knicks were playing the Spurs.
That's
right.
right.
And then the Knicks won that game. So you know, it's been some hype, some good points of the season for you know, for me personally, you know, my Knicks. So me and my wife's anniversary, and then the B-Day, and then against the Spurs in San Antonio. So, you know, I'm always repping, man. Always repping.
Always
you know that.
repping, man. Appreciate it. Congratulations, and God bless, man. Call back anytime, bro.
Yo, thanks so much, CP. Appreciate it. You guys keep doing your thing, man.
No doubt.
Special occasion show.
Yeah, man. Special occasion show. We got birthdays. We got anniversaries. We bring people together, man. Who said this show was toxic? They don't know what they're talking about, man. We bring people together on this show.
Look at that. Even that tonight.
Yeah. We got guys celebrating their anniversary, birthdays. You know what I'm saying? We got 1,700 people in here. Come on, man. this is the show for the fans, by the fans, and this is a family show, ladies and gentlemen. Never forget that. This is a family show.
It's not Jerry Springer.
Yeah, this ain't Jerry Springer. This ain't Barstool. This is a family show, despite what they may think. Crossover, go ahead and unmute your mic. Crossover, what's good?
Yo, what's good, guys?
Good, man. How you feeling?
Yo, fantastic, man. Yo, it was like one of the best games I've seen them play all season. Julius Randle was lining up out there, but just real quick, I want to say, I gotta admit, I remember I've been saying all season long about Emmanuel quickly not having a layup game. I guess he finally listened to me.
Guess so.
And that, yo, you got to penetrate the paint and be a threat on all cylinders in order for you to be effective. And I'm glad that they're playing McBride to be that. Well, hopefully he can be that 3-and-D guy for them, as an off guard to help Emmanuel quickly gain some confidence in himself. But overall, man, like I said before, if we're constantly moving the ball like this and we're creating stats like this on the board while moving the ball and having camaraderie and chemistry, yo, man, next season's probably going to be pretty good. I don't know about the coaching. I don't know what's going to happen, but we get a good offensive coordinator to keep that up. Hey, man, sky's the limit. Bye, yo. Have a good one.
Yeah, no question. And I think, look, with McBride, it's encouraging just to see his hustle out there. His defense obviously has been a mainstay for him, and just give him time. A lot of people wanted to just throw him out there, making a point, but the times I do see him with the ball, he's still a guy who seems like he's thinking a lot out there. So I think, you got to give him time to get adjusted. This is not the G League. It's a completely different thing. So just give him some time. But in the meantime, he's still impacting the game, being a hawk out there, being a pest on the defensive end, hustling. You saw that in the fourth quarter, and I thought he did a great job in just helping us maintain and extend that lead. So great job by McBride, and then quickly was able to do his thing. Okay, let's go to Chris from LI. Chris, how you feeling?
Hi, I'm doing great, VP.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Long time to see, long time no hear. I haven't called in a while.
Yeah.
I do want to share with you guys that I think this is one of the best games the Knicks have had all season.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Julius Randle for going for 46. I mean, if they keep up the pace that they've been doing for these last two games, I say keep it up. Something's working. Keep going with it. And I also want to say, because I know me and my boys have tried to contact with you so we can do a collaboration together on our show, The Bro Council, that you can find on YouTube as well.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get that going and do a collaboration, and we would love to do that with you guys. And the Knicks are doing great tonight. Again, congrats to Randle. And this was a really good game for them. So thank you for your time.
No problem, man. Good to hear from you, Chris. It's been a minute, man. So thanks for calling in. And first time they've won back-to-back games since January 12th. So any way you slice it, you count yesterday's game, you count today's game, and Friday's game, even though they blew it. They're starting to come together.
Yeah, and now Thibs. Thibs is hype.
He's locked in. No.
Thibs is locked in. Forget you. I don't know what the post game speech was, but I know Thibs is thinking play it.
Yeah, Thibs is locked in. He's locked in. It's gonna be Knicks and Nets in the play-in, man. This is what New York needs right now. Knicks and Nets in the play-in tournament. Let's check in with Black Earl. Black Earl on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yo, CP, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you feeling, bro?
What's good, man? I'm good, man. It's my first time calling in. I just created a whole account just to give my commentary, man.
That's what we want, bro. How you feeling?
I just want to say, finally, Thibs, you know what I'm saying? He made the adjustments, and he's keeping it consistent with his adjustments with playing the kids, and I'm just hyped to see it. You know what I mean? Julius Randle finally. I mean, he always playing with an attitude, but this time he's playing to the point of us actually getting wins. It's just great to see. Hopefully we could be consistent, get to the play-in, and just see what our kids could do in the playoffs. I'm hyped to see us finally slowly turning around. You know what I mean?
Okay, nice, man. Where you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Richmond, Virginia. I'm originally from Queens, but I grew up in Virginia. So yeah.
Okay, off the I-64, no doubt, man.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
appreciate that and call in anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
sounds good, man. It's Black Earl on the Discord, man. Where's everybody else checking in from on the chat? Definitely salute to you guys for rocking with us late night. KnicksFanTV Live, presented by Prizepicks. CP the franchise here. JD Sports Talk on the ones and twos. Throw your cities in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from. Throw your flags in the chat. If you guys are up early over in Europe, some of my guys over in the UK and the EU up getting ready for work and whatnot. So let us know where you guys are checking in from. And we definitely appreciate everybody's support. Okay, a couple more before we wrap. Let's Poppa Left, I see you. Johnny from CT. Johnny from CT, when you can hear us, unmute your mic. Johnny from CT. Johnny from CT going once. All right, Johnny's not ready for the big show. Johnny's not ready for the big show, man. All right, let's try another one. JJ NYC. JJ NYC, go ahead and unmute your mic. JJ from NYC, unmute your mic. What's Edgar saying? All right, don't look like JJ's too ready. Let's go to Dave G. Dave G, go ahead and unmute your mic. I know Dave's ready. Going once.
What's going on, guys?
How you feeling, man?
Hey, I feel good. I got a couple quick things. One, get the thumbs up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Got to get the 50,000 subscribers, too. Come on, guys.
Absolutely.
We got to get it up.
Closing in on 50K, man. Closing in on 50K. Let's go.
So close. One quick thing I'm trying to hit on that's not about the game, but I keep seeing Knicks fans going back and forth about it on Twitter. Mm-hmm. It's about, like, the front office in this offseason. Mm-hmm. Look, guys. Look, we needed shooting this offseason. They went out and got shooting. We all knew what Kemba was. It was a low-risk, high-reward check. We cashed in the low risk. All it is. You didn't get to cash in the high reward.
That's right.
It is what it is. We're moving on. This is a tough one for the tank, but that's okay. We like to see. I mean, this is the last thing I wanted to say. JD already hit on it. I'm tired of hearing about, RJ's having the best stretch of his career. No. Mm-hmm. It's not a stretch anymore. It's not a stretch.
He's here.
This is RJ. That's it. I'm out. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to sleep, man. Salute to you guys staying up so late.
Absolutely, man. Dedicated. Number one show for the fans by the fans. So Knicks currently sitting in 12th at 27-38. They are how many games back of the Hawks? 4.5. 4.5 games back of the Hawks in the 10th spot. Nets sitting in the 9th. A full 5 games back of the Nets, or 5.5 rather.
It's not happening, man. It's not happening.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tall order. You're going to need a lot more Julius 40-point games, RJ 30-point games. It's a tall order, man.
It's not going to happen, man.
How about the Nets, 9th place? I like that, though.
It's just going to be about, man. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Yep.
Because, do they win enough to fall out of that range? So you take it one game at a time. Their next 3 is Dallas, Memphis, and Brooklyn.
Oh,
so we might go back to the cold days.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting because obviously when Julius plays like that, Tom Thibodeau's mentality, it's tricky. To me, as long as you can see the young guys playing well, and hey, Julius is gonna play like that, we'll take it. And see how they finish the season. I'm bummed out that Cam got hurt, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely tough. Especially coming off of last night's game, man.
Just because I know how this team has been working, I know how Tom Thibodeau's been working. Cam will be out 5 games, and when he comes back, he won't be in the rotation. Like I already see it. So I'm already thinking ahead. So hopefully it's not too serious, and maybe he's just out for the rest of this road trip and he can get back on track.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CPJD on the ones and twos. Knicks with a ferocious second half comeback, beating the Kings 131-115. Salute to everybody in the chat. Andrew Foster over in Seattle. We got Brandon Wood, Delaware. What's going on? BX El Shalik Allah. How you feeling? Foresight in Divine, Phoenix, Arizona. We got Mr. George Reppin LI 516-631. Stand up. Maxwell Walter always on the check-in. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out J Star out in Tamarack. We got Marcel Garcia out in Curacao, JD. So we international with it right now. Shout out Esco, Chosen 12 Tribes, H-Town representing. It's Quentin Grimes' hood. Sydney, Australia, MK Tabs. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Salute to MK Tabs. All right, couple more. Let's go to let's get Edgar in here. Edgar, go ahead and talk that talk, man. How you feeling?
Yo, what's up, guys?
How you feeling?
First of all, CP, man, you're a real stand-up guy. I've never heard you say anything negative about anybody. You know, I've never seen it. So, got to throw that out real quick. Talking real quick about the playing stuff. Listen, the Hawks play tomorrow night. The Nets play tomorrow. If they both lose, things can get a little spicy. You know, the Knicks could potentially steal one in Dallas on Wednesday, and the race can get real spicy. You never know what could happen. And to me, honestly, just from a trolling standpoint, well, I want to see the Knicks make it somehow anyways, but what a storyline it would be if the Nets were to somehow miss the playoffs and the play-in altogether, and the Knicks somehow made it in. Imagine how the city would blow up if that would happen.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Just putting that little picture out there. Not saying it's going to happen, but from a storyline standpoint, it would be crazy.
Nah, you're right, man. And definitely salute KnicksFanTV Edgar taking a break from the switchboard to jump in with his take. All right, Poppa Left, what's going on? We'll close with Poppa Left.
All right, yo, Ari's not calling in tonight. What a surprise.
Nah.
Man, what's up, JD? What's up, CP? Put the thumbs up button for you boys. Love you guys, and I just want to take rapid fire, quick take. Big night by RJ, big night by Julius, big night by Quickly. But in my opinion, I'm sure you guys talked about it in the monologue, but I think Taj Gibson was defensive bonus, and it's just overall grit. And that's why, CP, when you vouch for Sims minutes and when you vouch for Mitch minutes, you always throw it in there. Taj is my guy. You're not just saying that because, you know, the family connection or whatnot. It's Taj is that. You know what I mean? So he provides that. And, you know, in my opinion, in a perfect world, we could have used him at some point this year in a valuable role. And you saw it tonight. I really want to say that Taj Gibson gets the game ball for that. That's what we want as fans. I mean, he held it down for us to respect that game. You know, we were down 20. We cut the lead of 15, and you know, Julius comes out. He hits that three, and then we start playing defense. We start cutting off lanes to the basket. We start ripping balls away, and the last two nights have been great wins, but they've been frustrating wins because I really believe, and if you look at the schedule, you want to do it on your own time, there's a lot of winnable games there, and there's a lot of adjustments. I know, JD, I'm not watching on YouTube, but I know you're shaking and nodding your head right now. There's a lot of adjustments and players that are in the rotation that are just bringing energy. If you ever played at the park or whatnot, you play 5-on-5, it takes energy to get through some possessions. And Deuce McBride stripping the ball away, going jump ball against Harrison Barnes, getting a steal after the clear path. Like little plays like that change the energy of a game. So I said rapid fire, and I did the exact thing that people do when they say rapid fire. But I'm
no surprise.
Shout out to Jay Boogie.
Yeah.
And shout out to my family here at KnicksFanTV. You know,
Absolutely.
a year ago today, I was calling from the hospital on Dilaudid when I was in back surgery with a herniated disc. And you guys got me through all of that. You guys got me through, and just like everybody else, you got them through COVID, whatnot. And, man, salute to KnicksFanTV. You don't have to shout down anybody to salute this family because it's more than a brand. Shout out to KFTV. Shout out to the chat.
let's go get 3 in a row against the Mavericks.
Let's go. Poppa Left. Great call. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. You were going to say something, JD?
No, I was going to say rapid fire goes out the window for the last call.
Oh, yeah. There's no such thing as rapid fire with Poppa Left, bro. There's no such thing as rapid fire, man. Closing or not, he's going to talk that talk. But, he's earned it. And, yeah, he's right, man. I remember when he used to call in when he was on the mend from back surgery and whatnot. So definitely appreciate him.
Passion is different, man.
Yeah,
this guy,
absolutely.
He's on Twitter all day. He's on Spaces. He's on lunch breaks. Like it's Knicks morning, midday, afternoon, and night for Poppa Left. So
preaching the gospel, man. Preaching the gospel. Yep. NZ Richie, New Zealand, Australia. How's everybody feeling? Summertime over there, so they're chilling. It's actually a decent day out here in New York. The decent day. And then it started thunderstorming all everywhere. Twitter, outside, inside, all over the place, man. We'll get to that in a second. Real quick, JD.
You keep saying we're gonna get to that. Let's get to it. We're gonna
get to that in a second, man. let me pay some bills and play some bills very quick. Remember, guys, in the chat, the show is presented by Prizepicks. So go to prizepicks.com, enter promo code KFTV to play the overs and unders game. Overs and unders. Go to prizepicks.com, promo code KFTV, and they will match your deposit of up to $100. So it's a great deal. JD, if you played tonight, just run off your picks, rapid fire, and how you did.
I played a 5-player ticket, Sabonis, over 16.5 points. I hit on that. He had 19. Evan Fournier, under 15.5 points. I hit on that. He had 15. Trey Lyles, I had him under 9.5 points. He had 6.
Wow.
De'Aaron Fox, I had him over 34.5 on points, rebounds, assists. He had 37. That's 4 for 4. And RJ, the lock, was going to be 5 for 5, but I took him over 5 free throws.
I didn't like that one, bro. I thought it was a little too rich for my blood, bro. It was a little too rich for my blood, bro.
It's all good. He was 4-4. He just only got to the line 4 times. So he hit 4. The line was 5. So I had 4 out of 5 tonight.
Absolutely, man. And when things was transpiring early today, I didn't even get a chance to make my picks. I was looking at them, but I didn't even get a chance to put them in. But that was the one I didn't like. I like the Fox over. I like the Sabonis over on points, rebounds, and assists as well. But the RJ 5 free throws was a little too rich for my blood tonight. Second half of back-to-back, I just didn't see it. I wasn't seeing it. Okay, yeah, so once again, man, so to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Now, with Randle scoring his 46 points, man, it always, I don't know if we can call it a coincidence anymore, bro. Because every time a player comes into the spotlight, where this channel is concerned, that player usually comes out for a breakout game. It never fails, bro. It never fails. Whether it's Burks, RJ, Quickly, and today Julius, man. Today Julius. So today there was a news story that came out that said that Russell Westbrook's wife was going at Skip Bayless, and then going after the fans for, I guess she was receiving death threats, death wishes. So now I jumped on Twitter because, as you guys know, you guys have heard it on this show year after year after year. I always say, whatever our opinions are, keep it here. Don't leave outside the arena. Don't when I mean the arena, I mean this discussion, where we're having this platform for us to have our takes. Don't at these players, don't at these families, because now you're crossing the line. These are still, despite these players' struggles or great performances, these are still world-class elite basketball players. So it's always my opinion that once you cross that line and go at them, now you're disrespecting that craft. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's a level that we'll never be able to reach. And so I don't take it that way, and I don't advocate for people to take it there with these players. So I came out with a tweet and said, look, this is disgusting behavior. We can't have it, and keep it inside the arena. Now, I leave the house, bro, come back home, getting ready to finish second half of the night, and I get a notification from Julius's wife, who basically, tried to, in a sarcastic way, question the sincerity of my tweet by basically saying, do you? As if to say, do you keep these comments in my arena? Now, my reply to that was basically, personally, yes, I do. I don't come at them personally. I don't add her. I don't add Julius. I don't jump in DM. I don't do any of that. So I said, yeah, personally, I don't. And I told her, I said, look, if you have receipts of me doing that, feel free to share it. Feel free to share it. All right. Now she claps back and she says, a whole joke. You and everyone else like you creates a narrative that causes the pain that we go through. Save your BS sympathy tweet. LOL. I replied back. I said, look, I'm not sure what narrative I created. Sports commentary's been here since the beginning of time. How's what I'm doing any different? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I don't take shots. She says, it's not about that. You create a negative narrative to try to pit players against each other, bro, which contributes to what goes on and what fans think. You can't dog my husband and other players for the past 3 years, then act like you care what families go through. And so my final reply, because, bro, I'm not trying to go back and forth with somebody like this, because in their mind, they already have their impressions of what we do here. There is a backstory to all of this, which I'm aware of. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm not even going to continue this back and forth tirade on Twitter because nobody's going to win. And so at the end of the day, I said, look, there's bad apples in all aspects of society. I've said several times on this platform that I don't support or condone the toxicity of the fans, of people going at each other, or people getting personal with players and wives. And I said, look, the whole tirade at me is misguided. And the whole thing about, I can't be sympathetic to what these players and their families are going through. I have a kid myself. I have a family. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to see people getting death threats over sports, bro? So I just left it as is. I said, look, despite everything, I wish them well. And I do, bro. It's God's honest truth, because this is just sports. When he's playing well, I come on here and I talk about it in a positive way. When he's playing bad, I come on here and I talk about it in that way. The fans respect authenticity, and this is what we give them every night. This is why we have thousands of people watching us every night. It's not about coming here to watch us, go off the rails and be toxic and be derogatory. No, people want a fair, honest take on the game. And this is what we do, and this is why we have the amount of people that come in here and watch every night. Yes, callers will come in, we'll have our Debbie Downers, we'll have fun, we'll have our usual cast of characters, always in respect, always within the boundaries. If people overstep those boundaries, you're out. This is a family show, bro. I mean that. So I don't accept derogatory language. I don't accept cursing. Somebody on Twitter made a good point that was like, bro, you don't even read Superchats that are toxic. And I don't. There's Superchats that come in and say, oh, I wish so-and-so would stay injured. I wish so-and-so would get COVID. I don't even read that, bro. And they spent money. You know what I'm saying? Now, as I've told people before, Julius doesn't rock with the channel. That's no secret. Whatever it was, the criticism that's came out of this platform over the years, he's watched it. He's caught wind of it. He watches the show. He didn't like it. He didn't want to come on and do the interview. That's fine, bro. I don't need Julius to come on to make this platform successful. This is a show that's going to be built for the fans, by the fans. It's going to continue before Julius, after Julius. That's it. So that's okay. So when people, were saying that, her energy was kind of misguided or she added the wrong person, this thing has kind of been brewing for a little while. But nevertheless, as a public figure in sports, It's a spectator sport. It comes with the territory, the criticism, not the toxicity, not the derogatory language. The criticism comes with the territory. This is what you signed up for. I come on my platform, I call it like it is, I sign off, and I continue with my life. I don't continue that afterwards outside of my arena, and I don't advise or support people that do. But for her to come at me like I'm supposed to be like the toxic fan police, like I can't do that. I can't spend my energy on that. And at the end of the day, I've said it several times. I said it when Ash was on the show. These people make the choice to go on social media for whatever reason, business, personal, whatever. If people are coming at you in that way, I don't support that. I feel bad. That's not how we should be living. But it's your choice. You can log off, or if you have to be on, you can change your privacy settings, bro. It's that easy. Go take a look at some of these Knicks players on Instagram, on other platforms. You can't even reply to anything that they post. They have it under control. They have it under lockdown. So why is that any different? Why can't anybody else do that? Why is that impossible for you? Again, I feel bad, but you have options. Don't come to me and say, oh, you have influence and you're creating all these narratives and pitting all these players against each other. Because that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing that they're doing on MSG. My guy Stephen A jumps out the window every single day that he can about the Knicks. You don't hear nothing about that. You don't hear nothing about that, bro. I'm doing the same thing that they do on every single platform. I'm speaking about the game, and it's even better here because we're not a hot take platform, bro. We're not hot takes. We're not about generating stories and that's them. That's Skip. That's Stephen. They're there for that. We're not here for that. We talk about the game. We talk about the news. We talk about the rumors. Simple and plain. But it's not always going to be rosy. That just is what it is. It's not always going to be rosy. But when it's good, it's good. Because when I went on Kellerman for 8 weeks straight, chopping his head off, what was I talking about? Julius, the MVP. Julius, the MIP. Julius is cooking. Julius, the All-Star. Julius, All-NBA. Julius is better than Porzingis.
We barely had a good record.
Come on, bro.
You were out there on national TV.
Come on, bro.
You know, some people thought you looked crazy out there doing that.
Going crazy for this team and going to bat for them. So, again, I don't bring those type of that fringe element, but there's fringe elements everywhere, bro. We can't control it. That's playing whack-a-mole. I can't do that. I can't do that. And the whole Brody thing with his wife, bro, I know Brody's brother-in-law personally. So when I seen that story, when she wanted to say, oh, how can you be so sympathetic? I know the Brody's wife's brother. I know him personally, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother thing. So I'm making a reaction to that as a commentator, but also as somebody who knows the family through 6 degrees of separation. So that's just all I'm saying, bro. Like but here's the thing that doesn't sit well with me is you yourself have a platform and you coming out making these remarks about my platform. We still trying to build. We still trying to grow. That can negatively impact what we're doing. And that's not right. I understand what they're going through. This is a tough year for them. And, you know, look, bro, I went to bat for them even this year. When people used to call in after he had his kid and people like, oh, what's going on? Is it the newborn? Is it this and that? Bro, I would never even entertain those conversations because that's not the lane that I'm trying to dwell in. I don't care. Like, just leave that family stuff alone, bro. I have a kid. I'm very protective about kids. I even made the remark that, like, I felt like all the attention that his kid was getting was kind of cringeworthy to me. I made that remark. Because I'm very protective over kids and the internet and how people carry on, bro. I said that on this show. I said that on Twitter. So, you know, and look, it's gonna be expected, man. We're growing. We're a growing platform. It's gonna get even bigger. And when that happens, problems arise. Criticism comes at you. It is what it is. You expect it, and so you carry forward. The good thing is that we have a tremendous amount of support, and people support this platform respectfully and came to bat for me respectfully, and I definitely appreciate everyone that did that. But at the end of the day, I got to stand up for this because the statements that this is just a toxic place and you guys are sending all these fans, you're generating narratives. That's not what we do here. That's not what we do. And anybody that watches this show night in, night out knows that. We can't contain that fringe element. I can't control that. I can't go through everybody's replies and everybody's Instagram replies and hey, stop doing this. Hey, stop doing that. Yeah, I could do a PSA, but where is that really going to go? People are going to do what they do behind a keyboard, behind a screen. This is social media. This is the World Wide West. It's getting worse and worse. So again, I'll close with this. My advice is stay off or just change your privacy settings so that the people that you don't want to hear from don't contact you. Simple and plain, bro. And that's it. I'm gonna drop this whole thing. And that's just it, bro. That's just it, bro.
I mean, I don't know what anything I can add to everything that you said. I think you covered everything. In from 1 to 10, A to Z. And I would get her frustration, as I was telling you, she's, we see it on TV. She's going to the games. So, as you mentioned, he's had a tough year. And I know maybe the in-game experience that she's seeing, with sometimes with the boos, the thumbs down and all that stuff, probably is a little buildup,
Sure.
Probably is a little buildup. She probably was, frustrated about that. And it's been tough. Like you said, that part we can't control. And in terms of the platform, there's so many reasons why we say number one show for the fans by the fans. And I firmly believe this is the number one platform because of the interaction with the fans. But, the analysis we give here is I think it's a balanced panel. It's a balanced team. Everyone has different perspectives, but it all is around substance. You see me, I've criticized certain players, but when they play well, I also give them flowers. I don't make excuses when they play well.
Right.
And we have fun with it, with the Bergs High,
right.
Fournier and all that stuff. But we always make sure to highlight their accomplishments. Look at the way we started the show today. I talked about all the stats that Randle did. And I think you handle it great by handling this last, not making it about that to start the show.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk. And this is what we do. And this is why we like to think that, fans love to support this platform and this channel. And as you mentioned, CP, as you grow, people watch, everybody tunes in. And, when it comes to the Knicks community, KnicksFanTV rings bells, man, and people watch. And so, sometimes the weight of the good and the bad, we may have to shoulder it just because of it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But one thing that will remain consistent is our consistency and how we evaluate players.
That's it.
And how we give our opinion.
And it's never going to change, bro. And there's several players that watch and whose family watch. And we're just going to keep it real as we see it. You know what I'm saying? As we see it. That's all. And it's always going to be with respect. Play well, we'll talk about it. Play not so well, we're going to talk about it either way. But we try to have constructive conversations. As you said, conversations of substance. And we try to have fun with it. That's all we're trying to do. So, again, we don't condone that type of behavior. But we're also, I don't believe that we're driving that either. So it just is what it is, man. But great show. Great show to all the mods. Great show, JD, and nice win by the Knicks, man. No matter what side of the coin you're on, hard not to root for these guys, especially when the kids driving this thing. RJ's looking great. I mean, Julius 46 points. Emmanuel quickly great. You saw some contributions from McBride. This was a solid one, man. When the backs were against the wall, this was definitely a good win for the squad. So they will head to Dallas. Head over to the Lone Star State. Dallas and Luka Doncic coming off of a solid win over the Utah Jazz. So that's definitely going to be a tough matchup. Luka playing well.
Julius' hometown.
Julius' hometown. So we'll see how what happens there, and we'll see if they're down another man, because again, Cam Reddish injuring his shoulder late in this game. He had no Obi Toppin again, out with the hamstring injury. Those things can be tricky. Those things can linger. So could be, and I'm not sure the extent of Mitchell Robinson's illness, but those things can linger. So we'll see what happens when they take on Dallas. Let me salute the super chats. Khaled E says, CP, don't sweat it. You keep it real and you're always fair. This is just a snowflake mentality. Knicks fans are with you. Darren Wilkinson says, that's why I purchased your t-shirt. We don't need that. Yeah, that might have been the final shot. that might have been it. But hey,
and yet, there's substance around it.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about specific plays.
Yeah,
you know?
it's all love, man. It's all love.
But that's the entertainment part. Gotta have fun, man.
That's the entertainment part, man. Shahid says, I've been here from the jump. You've always been fair. Even now, everyone gunning for Thibs, and you've been the voice of reason in this regard. They don't call me CAA TV for nothing, man. You know, I wear that badge with honor sometimes. Paul Robinson says, so that's why Julius went off today. Trade him. Daniel Perez says, I'm late, but here. Anyway, not surprised the Knicks are playing good. They do it every time they have a chance at drafting high. Maurice Endow, everybody. Maurice Endow. Andrew Claudio, shout out to Andrew, man. Says, salute CP, the great motivator. I'm telling you, man, they don't pay me enough, man. Junior Karoma says, I cannot believe we blew that Phoenix game Friday night. Hawks just lost to the Pistons tonight. Wizards will eventually fall apart. Got to make a run. Shout out to Gotcha Open. Says, not my birthday, but here's a super chat for the win anyway. True Story Jay says, talk about the game, no lifetime. Oh, I got that one. No lifetime stories. Who else? I got Mike Trey. Ryan Manimal Chuck D says, shows that the Burks moved the point guard when Rose went down, smashed our year. What I saw Deuce creating space, defense, ball handling, floor was spread. Shout out to Ryan Manimal Chuck D. Christian Carmago. Shahid says, the Burks at point guard experiment needs to be scrapped immediately. Legend Chuck D said it. It has cost us 12 games, and he's absolutely right. Quicker Deuce have to start. It's not debatable. # orange and blue skies. Hey, I've been trying to get quickly in there. You guys didn't want it. We'll see, man. I don't think Thibs will do it, but I'd like to see quickly get that spot for now. It's Anthony says, how do you think they'll do against Dallas? I'll have to look at it, man. Obviously, it's going to be a tough matchup, man. Anytime you're dealing with Luka Doncic, but Knicks did play them well at MSG, so we'll see how that goes, man. Now you got Luka, you got Dinwiddie you have to contend with, but winnable game, definitely winnable game.
If Cam's out, I think that even his 20, 22 minutes, whatever he was going to start to get now, I think that could be a big loss, because I anticipated that in a matchup against. Will Luka be playing?
Yeah, should be. Yeah.
Okay, in a matchup against Luka, I thought Reddish 6'8", ability to play defense would have been huge on a Luka. You're not gonna have that available. I think it's gonna make the matchup against Luka a lot tougher. So we're gonna need.
RJ had an interesting matchup against him in the first matchup. So I think we'll go there again, man.
Gonna need Julius to build on tonight and have a big game for sure if we're looking to get a W.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And shout out NY Sports Guy says, this is a result of when a team all practices is different in different ways to get the coach's favorite to the ball. No offense from anyone else. Oh, well, that was earlier. That was early in the first half when he was when we weren't playing so well. But Knicks came around and won it 131-115. Once again, everybody, salute to you guys, man. Hit that thumbs up on Free Boys one more time. Remember, tonight's sponsors, Prizepicks. Go to prizepicks.com, promo code KFTV for a 100% match on your deposit of up to $100. Manscaped.com, promo code KFTV for free 20% on plus free shipping. And also remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format, all the major podcast platforms. Be sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify as well. And we'll check you guys. When's the next game? Thursday? Gotta be Thursday against Dallas.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think. Let me see. Wednesday, 8:30.
Oh, I'm tripping. It's too. I'm tripping. We're in the next day right now. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to do one quick thing though.
Yeah.
Okay, right after this, I can't help myself. Get on a rant with Evan Fournier. So.
Fournier, we coming
next.
for you next. We're coming for you next, 48. Let's go. We out of here, man. Great show, man. Peace.